चलो यार आज तो मजा आएगा। 5-10 गेम तो खेलेंगे आराम से। बहुत दिनों बाद टाइम मिला है।
हाँ, 5-10 गेम तुम लोग खेल लो। और उसके बाद जो मंडे को प्रेजेंटेशन देना है उसका सोचो मत। उसके बाद फिर सीधा 0 मार्क्स मिलेगा तो अच्छा लगेगा।
अरे यार, उसके बारे में तो सोचा ही नहीं। अब क्या करना है? किसी को अच्छा किसी को पैरेट इसके बारे में पता है?
पैरेट ओएस के बारे में मुझे पता है, लेकिन तुम इसके लिए हमारे दरवाजे तक चले आए, ये अच्छा नहीं लगा। अब दरवाजे तक आ गए हो तो सोच रहा हूँ बता दूं। चलो सिखा देता हूँ फिर।
Today we are talking about ParrotOS history, ParrotOS additions, ParrotOS features, and ParrotOS tools. Let's see ParrotOS history. The first release of ParrotOS appeared in April 10th, 2013. Originally, it was developed as a part of Rosenbox, but now it has grown to include a community of open source developers, professionals, security experts from all over the world. Talking about Parrot OS, it promises a lightweighted OS and it highly efficient along with its plethora or legally recognized tool. You also get the opportunity to work and surf anonymously with like a granted reach to an ethical hacker or any penetration tester. Parrot OS edition contain Parrot Security, Parrot IoT, Parrot Home, Parrot Air, and Parrot Cloud. Parrot Security. Parrot Security is designed for penetration testing, digital forensic development, and privacy in mind. Parrot IoT designed for low resource such as Orange Pi, Raspberry Pi, and many other IoT devices. Parrot Home focused on desktop user and strip out the penetration testing package. Parrot Air focus is on wireless penetration testing. Here are some Parrot OS features like digital forensic, anonymity, requirements, cryptography, framework. Requirement: it require minimum 256 MB RAM, work on both 32 and 64-bit IRM architecture as well. Cryptography: it come with customer built anti-forensic tool interface for GPU encrypts setup. Additionally, it support encryption tools such as LUKS, True and Vericrypt.
अच्छा, मुझे पैरेट ओएस टूल्स के बारे में नहीं पता। किसी को पता है क्या टूल्स के बारे में?
मुझे पैराटॉस टूल्स के बारे में पता है, मैं एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ।
Talking about Parrot OS tools. There are multiple tools in Parrot OS which are specific design for security research and related to penetration testing. A few of them are listed here. First, AnonSurf. AnonSurf is a utility that makes whole OS communication to go over Tor, I2P or other anonymizing networks. You don't need extra browser for it. It doesn't make only your browser communication secure, but it also secure your P2P communications and lot of other communication protocol as well. So as you can see, this is the main screen of Parrot OS. Let us check the IP address. So click on applications, privacy, and on surf, check IP address. So as you can see, the IP address start with 103. So just close it. Again click on applications, privacy, and on surf, start and on surf. It will ask you for a password. So just click yes. So once the AnonSurf is activated, just go on the applications, again check for the IP address. As you can see, our IP address has been modified. So the main purpose of AnonSurf is to make yourself anonymous. The second tool is Tor. Tor stands for the Onion Router. Tor is a distributed network which is used for privacy, and it is used by the activist, ethical hacker, black hat hackers, and other people who want to hide their activities online. It is designed in a way that the IP address of the client using Tor is hidden from the server that the client is visiting, and the data and the other details are hidden from the client internet service provider. So talking about the Tor browser, just click on application, Internet, Tor browser. So basically, Tor browser is designed in a way that the IP address of the client using Tor is hidden from the server that the client is visiting. So the main purpose of the Tor browser is to hide the data and details of the client from the client internet service provider. So talking about the third tool, OnionShare. OnionShare is an open source utility which is used to share files of any size over the Tor network securely. It is so secure and so simple to use. Just drag and drop your file to the OnionShare. It will then generate a long random URL which can be used by recipient to download the file over the Tor network using Tor browser. So talking about the OnionShare, just click on Application, Internet, OnionShare. So it will take some time in loading. So once it is done, just drag and drop the file you want to share and just click on Start Sharing. So just copy paste the URL and send to the recipient. So at the recipient end, it will click on Application, Internet and open the Tor browser. So just copy paste the URL. Just click on OK. As you can see, we can download the file from here. So talking about the fourth tool, that is GPA. GPA stands for GNU Privacy Assistant. GPA is a GUI encryption software that makes use of public key cryptography protocol to encrypt and decrypt files, documents, and emails. Talking about the GPA, just click on Application, Privacy, Cryptography, GPA. To create a secret key, just click on Key, New Key. Just enter your name, enter your email address, just click on Do It Later. So it will ask you for a secret key. Just enter the secret key. Just click on OK. As you can see, it will generate a secret key for you. Just click on File Manager. Just click on Open. Just choose the file you want to encrypt. Just click on Encryption, the selected file. Just click on the secret key. Click on OK. As you can see, the file has been encrypted. You can see here the file has been encrypted. To decrypt the file, just click on File Manager, Open, just choose the file you want to decrypt, just click on Decryption of the file, click on Yes, just enter the secret key, click on OK. As you can see, the file has been decrypted. So talking about our fifth tool, that is BleachBit. BleachBit is a free disk space cleaner which is used to delete useless log files, internet history, cookies, and temporary files. It has some advanced features like shredding files to prevent forensics and other data recovery techniques. It is an all-in-one tool for preventing deleting your junk files with no chances of forensics or recovery. So talking about the BleachBit, just click on Application, just click on System Tools. BleachBit has root. Enter the password. So select the files you want to delete it. and just click on clean. So it will clean all the files, all the log files, all the history of your browser.
अच्छा, किसी को मेटास्प्लॉइट टूल के बारे में पता है?
ये मेटास्प्लॉइट के बारे में थोड़ा बहुत जानकारी है, मैं बताता हूँ।
The Metasploit framework is a very powerful tool which can be used by criminal as well as ethical hacker to probe systematic vulnerabilities on networks and servers and aids in penetration. Used to hack different kind of application, operating system and web application. Metasploit framework is especially used by many hackers to generate payload and attack the system. This framework support different operating system. So Metasploit's terms: exploit, tool used to take advantage of system weakness. Payload, set of malicious code. Auxiliary function, supplement tool and a command. Encoder, used to convert code or information. Listeners, malicious software that hide in order to gain access. Shell code, code that is programmed to active one inside the target. Post-exploitation code helps test deeper penetration once inside. Nopes, an instruction to keep payload from crashing. Why Metasploit? Because it's an open source framework, it can be easily customized and used with most operating systems. With Metasploit, the pen testing team can use ready-made or custom code and introduce into network to probe for weak spot. As another flavor of threat hunting, once flaws are identified and documented, the information can be used to address systematic weakness and prioritize solution. Due to its wide range of application and open source availability, Metasploit is used by everyone from evolving field of DevSecOps to hacker. It's helpful to anyone who need an easy to install, reliable tool that get the job done regardless of which platform or language is used. The software is popular with hacker and widely available, which reinforce the need of security professional to become familiar with framework even if they don't use. This framework bundle is a must-have for anyone who is a security analyst or pen tester. It's an essential tool for discovering hidden vulnerabilities using a variety of tools and utilities. Metasploit allowed you to enter mind of hacker and use the same method for probing and infiltrating networks and server.
मुझे तो मेटास्प्लॉइट के बारे में इतना ही आता था, और किसी को इन्फॉर्मेशन है उसके बारे में तो बताओ ना।
हाँ ना, मुझे है। Metasploit term: vulnerability. A vulnerability is a security hole in a piece of software, hardware, or operating system that provides a potential angle to attack the system. A vulnerability can be as simple as weak passwords or as complex as buffer overflows or SQL injection vulnerabilities. Exploit. An exploit is a code that takes advantage of a software vulnerability or security flaw. It is written either by the security researchers as a proof of concept threat or by malicious actors for the use in their operation. When used, exploit allows an intruder to remotely access a network and gain elevated privileges or move deeper into the network. In some cases, an exploit can be used as a part of a multi-component attack. Instead of using malicious file, the exploit may instead drop another malware which includes backdoor Trojan and spyware that can steal users' information from the infected systems. Payload. A payload is a piece of software that lets you control a computer system after it's been exploited. The payload is typically attached to and delivered by the exploit. Metasploit's most popular payload is Meterpreter, which enables you to do all sorts of funky stuff on
the targeted system. For example, you can upload and download files from the system, take screenshots, and collect password hashes. When attackers target vulnerable, attackers create exploit to target software vulnerabilities. Exploit may arise via email messages, compromised website, or attackers may directly target vulnerable servers. Users are lured into executing the exploit via social engineering techniques. Exploit may drop malware onto a vulnerable system or allows attacker to remote control. This is the simple Windows for Win payloads. MSF Console. MSF Console is an all-in-one interface to most of the features in Metasploit. MSF Console can be used to launch attacks, creating listeners, and much more. MSF Console commands are show exploits, show payloads, show options, use exploit, info, set payload, set lhost, set rhost, back, session, session L, and session L1. Some of the Meterpreter commands are get UID that shows the UID, PS that shows the active processes, migrate is used when hacker want to migrate his process to any administrative privileges, hash dump to dump password hashes, screenshot to take screenshot of victims, shell to enter into victim shells, downloads to download any file, upload to upload any file, key scans underscore start to start sniffing in keystrokes, to stop the keystrokes, and dump to dump the keystroke, and UICTL disable keyboards. अरे अपने लोग कितना थ्योरी करेंगे यार, कुछ प्रैक्टिकल होता तो मजा आता।
हाँ ना यार,
टूल्स के बारे में मुझे पता है, मैं बता सकता हूँ।
Metasploitable tool. It's an intentionally vulnerable Linux virtual machine. It's a test environment which provides a secure place to perform penetration testing, security training, and test various security tools. It contains several intentional vulnerabilities to exploit. Metasploitable tool can be used to demonstrate common vulnerabilities of a target device. So this virtual machine is like the victim PC that has lots of vulnerabilities to exploit, so you can run it in a controlled environment like a lab test. To access a vulnerable target, we need a Metasploit instance to access it. Nmap tools. Nmap, it's a short for network mapper. Nmap is a free and open source tool for vulnerability scanning and network discovery. Because of its open source nature, anyone can view and modify the source code if needed. Nmap tools can discover hosts which are present on a system or a server and can also find what services they offer. Also, network administrators use Nmap to identify what devices are running on their system. It can find open ports and detect security risk.
थियरी देखा है तो थोड़ा प्रैक्टिकल देख लेते तो मजा आ जाता। किसी को आता
हाँ
है
तो
हैक करने।
हाँ तो मैंने वही बोला।
अच्छा एक काम करते हैं, इस गेम को कंप्लीट करते हैं पहले। जब मैं जीत जाऊंगा ना तो मैं कुछ डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन जरूर दिखाऊंगा।
सब लोग यश को वोट करो।
कोई तो नहीं, तू और भागा।
हाँ ये वागेला, यश को वोट करना।
ए भाई राहुल है भाई, राहुल ने मारा है भाई।
ऐसे
कैसे मेरे को बोल रहा है भाई? वो इसलिए इमरजेंसी मीटिंग बुलाया है भाई।
खत्म चल निकल। चल निकल।
यश बेचारा
अभी आएगा इम्पोस्टर वाज द इम्पोस्टर।
चलो जीत गया। अब मैं तुम लोगों को कुछ प्रैक्टिकल भी करके दिखा देता हूँ।
So now Rahul has talked about Metasploitable 2 and we all know what it is. And Jayesh Waghela and Deepak have also talked about ParrotOS. So we know it is just like a brother of Kali Linux. So we will use both of these operating systems and tools to kind of hack into our Metasploitable, which is a OS designed to be hacked with a lot of vulnerabilities. So first of all, when we start our Metasploitable 2, it asks us login credentials. So we have to give MSF admin and MSF admin. So that is the default username and password. And now we are into our system. So when we use ls command, we see we have test and vulnerable, two directories. So we can change, we can cd test and again use ls command. So now we have test.py, only a single file. So I showed this because we are going to create another file using ssh from ParrotOS. Okay, not from this machine, we are going to hack this machine using our ParrotOS. So first of all, let's search for nmap, and now let's enter our sudo password. And now uh, we before we start hacking, we actually need the IP address of our Metasploitable 2 OS. So we can use the command ifconfig. So as you can see here, we have inet address 192.168.56.101. So this is the IP address we are going to use in our ParrotOS. So now this is our command nmap -t4-a-v and or IP address of Metasploitable 2. So it will just scan for all the open ports of the current IP address. So we can hit the enter, and now it will, as you can see here, we have so many open ports at 23, 21, 139. So there are a lot of vulnerabilities in this operating system. So this just basically confirms the fact that Metasploitable 2 is meant to be vulnerable, it's meant to be hacked, and it's made for hacking practice. And now once it's complete, we will have SSH open at port 22. So that's the default port number for SSH shell, and we can actually hack it using our normal terminal and ParrotOS. Before that, we can just, if we wanted, we could have checked that if we can access our that IP address from our ParrotOS, and to check that, all we had to do was enter our IP address inside our browser, so we get some output. So this just basically confirms that our IP address of Metasploitable 2 is accessible from our ParrotOS device or another our virtual operating system. And now our scan is complete. So in this scan, we are interested here. As we can see here, we have at port number 22 TCP connection is open, so we can use it to get inside our Metasploitable 2 operating system. But here our work is super easy because we already know the default password and login credential for Metasploitable 2. So we have to use SSH meta msf admin or username at 192.168.156.101, and now it asks us for the password, so we will enter msf admin. So now we are inside our Metasploitable operating system. So let's enter a command ls-l. So as you can see here, we have test and vulnerable. These are the folders or directories from Metasploitable operating system and not our ParrotOS. If we want to confirm, we can enter the same command here, ls-l. We will have different directories, desktop, documents, and all the standard directories. So I'll just close this, and now we have access to all the directories. We can read and write to them. So let's go into test and see. We have test.py. So let's see what's inside of test.py. So okay, vim inside of test.py. So as you can see here, we have 3 print statements or 3 or 4 print statements, 3 loops. And now let's exit our vim text editor. So we read the file, we saw the contents of test.py. Now we can also create a file, test2.py, and as you can see here, we have created a file as well. And now we can also write to that file, test2.py, sorry, vim test2.py, and let's say just a print statement, and write you have been hacked. Okay, so or and WQ. And now let's go to our Metasploitable 2 OS and run the command ls. So as you can see here, we didn't had a test2.py, but we created it using Parrot OS, and now we can just read it, test2.py. So as you can see here, we have also changed the file from Parrot OS, and we can also execute the file python test2.py. So that was a small demonstration of how leaving the open ports can make your device super vulnerable, and how we can take advantage of some open ports if we know some username and password. It was combination of social engineering and some vulnerabilities or some open ports.